Since it is now officially December and winter is upon us, I think I need myself a winter cabin. We'll name the plot Cozy Cabin Cottage. Let's do this! And oh my gosh, this is going to need to change. I cannot build on white. Oh my gosh, I forgot at Christmas time it makes everything all disgusting. Disgusting! Well, luckily for us, we're not actually going to be building on the ground level that much because we're going to be building this on a mountain. Okie dokie, so I find the easiest way to build hillside houses is just to place a fake floor in, then we'll build the outline, and then we'll pop the hill in underneath. So first of all, I know I want a gigantic wall here. We'll swap this out later for custom glass. Then we want the front door. I think that can just go here with a nice hearty hallway like this. And then I was thinking we could have like a nice porchway here. And then maybe like a kitchen. Now, obviously, as we move up onto the second floor, something like this. It's not going to be the biggest upstairs in the world, but it's big enough. Now, I already know it is very triggering that we've not got the hill in yet. So if you guys want to know how to make a custom hill in BLOXBURG, it's easier than a slice of pie that your grandma would serve you. All you need is the mansard roof. Then you have to go into the basement. But the basement game pass is only 100 Robux, so it's not too crazy. And you can probably guess what I'm going to do here. You then just make the layers go a little bit outwards. And holy mother of pearl, that just cost $30,000. But
30,000?
at least it looks kind of realistic. And I've just been caught in a landslide. I've just been decapitated like Anne Boleyn. We're going to put slate and I'm going to make it pine cone, I think. Yeah, I think that actually goes really well, to be honest. And with the power invested in me by neighborhoods, I'm going to return the rest of the floor to white so it all looks a little bit more matched together. Oh, that's beautiful.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
We probably should have started building this a little bit further back. I have been so dumb here. Am I really gonna have to replace all of those expensive roofs? Although I kind of feel like it's still not gonna work. Do you know what? We'll just give it my best shot. Oh no, actually, that's worked out really nicely. So now is gonna be time for those iconic planks that we all love so much in BLOXBURG. I feel like linen is too on the nose, but then Hurricane Grey. Guys, look how many tickets I have. Yes, I have 0. I just don't even know how to get them. Like, I haven't watched any really videos on update yet. So if any of you guys know how to get tickets, let me know. It's probably got something to do with this big fade outside of my house. Anyway, I am also using the garland railings. Well, I'm trying to anyway. What? Right, do you know what? We will cross this bridge later. Now I think we should be getting started on this because not only is this going to be custom walls, it's going to be a custom ceiling as well. Anyway, when I do my windows, I never know whether to use semi-transparent or transparent glass, but I'm just gonna go with my gut and use transparent today. So we're obviously gonna have to have 5 of these, and I'm sorry about the lines in the middle. There's literally nout to be done about that. Now, this is my first time doing a custom roof, knowing the little custom roof building hack. So if you guys don't know it, I'm about to show you the best thing ever. So I always wondered how people got their custom roofs to look so realistic, but it turns out you just have to base it off an original roof. So you do have to be careful with it, don't get me wrong. Like, you can't just start building off of this, because then when you go to delete the roof, it will delete that as well. So what I recommend is adding a nice big platform for you to be building on. So first of all, make sure your roof is nice and thick.
Criminal offensive side eye.
Second of all, since this is such a long roof, I'm gonna make sure to add a little bit of extra onto here. Now, do not place it on the roof, as I said, because then it's just all gonna delete. All your hard work will be erased. Oh, I feel like such a genius when I build with basic shapes. If you're ever feeling down in the dumps, guys, and ever feeling stupid, build with basic shapes in BLOXBURG. You'll feel like the smartest person on earth. And then we just copy that all the way along, and I'm really feeling the Christmas cheer today, guys.
12 seconds later.
And sometimes it does annoying things like this where it's just that tiny bit too short. But you know what? I do not accept your shortness. So we're gonna delete all this, and what I'm gonna do is just hope and pray. So as you can hear, it's a great plan. But there we go, custom roof in. And now, guys, it's time for genuinely the hardest part, which is gonna be adding in the triangles. But first things first, we've got to make them as thin as these. Oh my gosh, wait, that actually does look good. I mean, it's very hard to see it because it's literally all glass.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
So obviously these are just grey at the moment. I'm going to paint them white just because I want to actually be able to see what's going on. And it does look very, very strange with those lines in. But here is where the magic really happens. And also it's a bit more satisfying to place beams, isn't it? Beams, beams, good for your heart. The more you place, the more your build gets a higher rating. And quite frankly, I think that looks amazing. And what the hell was that? Did you guys just see a massive countdown in the back? That must be for one of the mini games. And I actually have just changed my mind once again. This is honestly the final thing I'm changing. I just thought in the middle of this one, why not have just a big panel instead? We'll pop the triangles back on and then like that. Oh, that looks a gazillion times better. Then we just copy and paste this and it's all done in one fell swoop. And just like all my builds, I care a lot less what it looks like from the back. For the other roofs, obviously we want it to be matching. So we're going to use the gable roof as much as I can. And maybe this should instead be a mansard. And we've absolutely got to make this here a balcony. Like, what kind of Christmas cabin would it be without a Christmassy balcony? And you guys know I was denied these fences earlier. I will not be denied them again. What's that? I will not be denied these again. Rather than looking up planks, I'm gonna look up logs. Now, I can't lie. I flipping hate the vertical wood logs. I much prefer just the OG logs. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And to be honest with you, most of the inside walls are going to be made out of this as well. And why did I never know that you could like extend that? That looks blimmin' custom in itself. And you know what a final flourish would be? But basically, we're going to make this roof look custom when it's absolutely not. Have a bit of that, love. Anyway, you may or may not have noticed I've got myself the clear window here. And that's because it's time for a building hack with reset. The oldest trick in the book, guys. Grab a clear window for the small price of $89. Grab the modern window for $230. They look identical, apart from the fact this one costs pennies. And I was gonna go for these doors up here, but that does not go. Do you know what I mean? It just don't look right. So instead, we're gonna color the French ones like that. And again, that still is not going at all. What am I thinking with this color scheme today? And also, now I've gone off this, right? Flipping hell, mate. Like, I never normally film this late. It's 8 p.m, which probably isn't late for a lot of you guys. But for me, I'm normally tucked up in bed by now. Now, does it look better to have black or white? I think it looks better to have white, to be honest. But I just hate the traditional window. Like, ew, that looks so bad. How do I make this look good, guys?
Help me! Help me!
I wish you were here to just tell me. I could be mental chicken oriental and add one of these. You know what? I'm actually just going to keep it like that. I can't think of anything better. So there we go. That is basically the exterior done now. We'll add a few windows on the back later. But the final few things that we need to do is chimneys, gardening, and trees. We'll get the chimney out of the way first. And now is for the gardening. So I guess we'll go into special. Because look, guys, snowy covered bushes. Hi, how are you? So if I actually search up bush, we've obviously got these. We've got the sparkly one as well. And it feels really weird building with white. Now, I do have a little bit of a sneaking suspicion that this is going to end up looking like absolute bumhole. Yeah, what is this? Right, backspace absolutely all of that place. I think we should keep those plants, but the snow piles, they ain't working. I also think the snowy bushes just don't actually look that good. Even a bit of earth green. I absolutely love earth green. Oh, hello, babies. This is the part when I place on my bushes. And there we go. This is what I've come up with so far. So it's not looking amazing, but it's definitely not looking bad by any means. I think to finish it up, we'll have to add some trees. And oh, perfect. I was hoping that BLOXBURG would have added some with some snow on them. I forgot about these. Oh, I love these. I'm actually so heavenly grateful for whoever decided to not make these tickets. Like, I don't want to complain about the ticket system. I think it's very cool, it's fun, and a lot of people do like it. But sometimes it can be a little bit annoying when you just want to like buy a lot of items. It just looks like a little postcard. And is it going to let me put it here? Yeah, okay, we're still not allowed it. Maybe it's just going to have to look like a rickety railing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I actually don't think that looks that bad at all. So just before we go in, I know I've said that about a gazillion times. I'm actually the king of saying, before we go in and then placing another gazillion item. I just thought we should place some of the Christmassy bits, like a little snow shooter. Don't even know what that is, but I'm having it. And I've never been a fan of like the big big blow up items. I'm so sorry. And we can have some reindeers here, like they're emerging from the forest. So it really is time to go inside now, and here we are. So I'm wondering, is it gonna let me place a floor over this? Because I obviously don't want it to be snow. It is! No way Bloxburg's being that easy. Oh my gosh. I'm forever grateful for that, Bloxburg. I will never forget that act of kindness. So as always, we're gonna be plastering the walls, which I guess it's not plastering today. It's a little bit different, isn't it? We're gonna be planking the walls. And also, we need to work out where the stairs are gonna go. I kind of feel like having the stairs in this kitchen area is absolutely genius. And I'm gonna go for this staircase. Yeah, that's beautiful. And then we can just like put a nugget there. And wow, this upstairs is actually a lot bigger than I thought, which means this can be like the family bathroom. And I feel like a cabin house can get away with just being 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. And obviously the master bedroom is going to be pretty big. And as for the wardrobes, it's not as easy as just adding a crown molding, or should we be matching it to the floor? It's actually really hard to decide. I think a brighter linen, it makes the house look bigger, and bigger is better, and big is just best. And you know what? I might use these logs on the bottom as like, that looks epic! I did not even have to explain myself with that one, did I, guys? And since we're at the staircase, I just have a really, really strong desire to add those gorgeous railings. That just looks so nice there, doesn't it? And look! There's the giant countdown thing. What is that for? And so most of it, as we can clearly see, is going to be doorways. But I do always love to shove a little archway in here. So now the house is started and we can genuinely start decorating. But if you're wondering, this is the floor plan for downstairs. Oh wait, downstairs and upstairs, chandelier. But now we can actually see what the hell we're doing. And I did not realize how big this is. It was just meant to be a living room, but I guess we can also squeeze a study in here as well. But before we start getting ahead of ourselves, we'll pop in the fireplace. And sometimes what I also forget to do is add the little fire stick. If you're wondering how I'm going to be covering up these walls, we're actually not done with the windows yet. I'm going to be using these square ones, and oh dear lord, that's much bigger than I thought it would be. Is there not a smaller square?
12 seconds later.
I just thought that looks so cozy, and in a way, doesn't it kind of look like a giant house windows or something like that? And just for that little bit of old school, I'll add some Victorian ones. The one thing about the traditional sofas that is a little bit unfortunate is the pillow situation. But as it is Christmas, we can add gumdrops. Do you know what that is reminding me of? It reminds me of that game with like the little green monster where he had like a little yo-yo. Anyway, I'm also adding us a little custom coffee table. I say little, it's gonna be pretty big actually. Made of these 2 cylinders in like kind of a snowman-y shape. And somebody pointed out something to me the other day and I was like, no way. This train, 7,000. Oh my gosh, is that a real train? Wait, what? I thought it was like the little toy train. In 11 days, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to start getting tickets now. And as I said, we can even get away with having a little library over here. There we go, we've now got an office and a living room. And now we just have this area here. So maybe this could be like for the older people. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get it for that room. Let's move on. Also, guys, this seems like such a random thing to just put in the video, but I just rejoined the game. What is duplicating a plot? Like, that is the most random thing they could have actually added, isn't it? I've not got a problem with it, of course. I just think it's so random. Anyway, as we move into the entryway, I'm once again going to be adding a lot of these trees.
You're joking. Not another one?
And I also forgot we were meant to put a bookcase over here. That was literally the whole point of having this wall. And what I'm thinking about putting in this entry is a piano. Like, I just don't think we have room for one. But has that ever stopped me before? No, it hasn't. So let's pop our piano. Next up, we have the kitchen. Now, you guys know I am not one for those modern extensions where they get a really nice classical house and then they add bifold doors. But I do love bifold doors, so I think today I'm gonna have to treat myself to it. Furthermore, I'm almost certain that I'm gonna need a marble decal at some point, so just gonna get that ready. So I guess we should get started with the rustic counters. It was inevitable that I was gonna use these ones, wasn't it? What the hell? I missed this in the update. We're having one of them. That actually matches as well. And as much as I do love the retro fridge, it doesn't really fit in the cabinets.
Are you calling me fatty, are you? Does that fill you with enjoyment, does it? Calling me a fatty?
So I'm just gonna go with the original appliances today. Furthermore, I absolutely love an espresso machine. I hate coffee, guys, but if this can make like a hot chocolate, count me in. And then, of course, we're going to add a little dining table. But before we do that, let's add in a rustic island. And just here, we're going to have a very cutesy dining table. And the one thing I think that we can do in here that is actually going to take minimum effort but maximum reward is going to be adding some beams. And that is perfect. So we just got one measly room left down here. But maybe this living room is going to be like where Christmas morning actually happens. It's got to be like sort of set out to open presents. So maybe the parents can sit on that. And then we're just going to need like a really long one for the kids. And I've been holding off, guys. I've been trying not to do it because I know some people think it's tacky, but we have to put garlands everywhere in this room. Sorry. And I might even just have to do it everywhere in the whole house if I'm being 100% truthfully honest with you. Every film that you watch where you know they have like a winter cabin, they've always had 4 poster beds for some reason. So let's just pop these in. And also, we probably should be adding some windows in here. And with that, the cabin house is done. Oh my gosh. Walking in a winter wonderland. Okay, Christmas turkeys. Here I am on the steps of the gorgeous house. As you can see, it is literally just a gem to be admired from every single angle. It absolutely is. If you're wondering, it's very, very cheap. It only values at $288,000, which is pretty good for a big cabin. But anyway, as we burst through the front door, we have the grand piano. I've got an umbrella like Mary Poppins. Just in here, I did forget a light, but in a way, it's kind of cozier. This is where you'll be running on Christmas morning, grabbing your presents, sitting down and opening it. What is inside this? It better be a new iPhone 16 Pro Max. And then obviously we got the cozy fireplace and the big seats. I just love the wooden vibe anyway. But this takes us into one of my favorite rooms, the kitchen dining areas. So the beams on the ceiling are definitely a high point for me. And the actual kitchen itself, I don't know why this looks so good. Like, I literally just spawned out in 2 seconds and it looks like an angel built it. And then finally down here, this must be the best room. Look at this. We've got a Christmas tree, we got an office, we got a lounge room. Anyway, run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. We have a bathroom in there. This is a guest bedroom. Finally, we have the master bedroom. Now, I absolutely love what I did with the beds, and I love how the bathroom has 2 doors as well. And if we want to, we can take a snap in the bath. So there we have it, guys. I hope you like watching me build the cabin house. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you want to see me build this Christmas, and I'll see you all in the next one.